We are going live. Let me make sure everything is set up. Make sure that we have liftoff here on Facebook. We're doing Instagram. There we go. It says easy, easy, easy. All right, let's do audience. Make sure we make it public on Facebook. And we are public there. And what about Instagram? Gotta show Instagram some love. There we go. Go live. There we go. Good afternoon, everybody. It's good to see everyone. I know it's gonna take a minute. There we go. You guys are popping in already. Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We're doing a 251 today. We're going to go from very, very simple, very basic to more advanced ways of approaching the 251. All right, I need to do something over here. I got one thing that I want to do so I can make sure that my Instagram folks are able to see. Right here, option, right here. There we go. So you guys will be able to see when I put my guitar there, so you be able to see everything that I'm doing. But it's good to see everyone. Jermaine, I see you guys jumping in. Christian, Mr. Bowen, good to see everyone. I see the comments everywhere. Shoot, this is great. This is great. It's been a minute since I've been on. I see the comments here over on Instagram. Man, you know what? I'm cooking this afternoon. Listen, 251. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking. I want to get a lot of information in. I'm not going to be on here too long. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk about one of the most used progression in music, period, all the way around. Whether it's gospel, R&B, jazz, funk, whatever it is. One of the most used turnarounds is the 251. Terry, what's good? Is the 251. Now, I know a lot of you guys already understand what the 251 is, but for those who don't, I want to do just real quick, share some quick information. When we talk about the 251, we're talking about the second, fifth, and first degree, and I'm going to be in the key of C. The second, fifth, and first degree. So also, Little Rock, I see you. Also, what you have to understand is everything is based off of the major scale. So understand the major scale. Know we have 7 notes in the major scale, 7 notes with 7 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when we talk about, and I did something on my mini course. If you haven't seen it, you can go to my free mini course at kevinwilsonguitar.com, kevinwilsonguitar.com, and I did something on the number system and the major scale. So, but anyway, just for this, our sake here, let's talk about it really quickly. So 7 notes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Each one of them is represented by a chord in the number system. So when you talk about the number system, you have major, the formula is major, a major chord, minor chord, minor chord, major chord, minor chord, diminish, and back to your 1. So if I was going to say 251, key of C, so we'll start out right here on the C. The 2 would be D, the 5 would be G, and then the 1 is C. So if I'm playing the chord, I'll play a major chord for the 1. For the 2 is a minor chord. This is a minor 7 chord. Okay, and then the 5 would be a G dominant chord, okay? So we would have the 251, okay? So let me know if you guys are up here are catching this. I don't want to move too quickly. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm looking at the comments. I want to make sure that everybody is good here. I want to read here. Everybody understands so we can move forward? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Great, great, great. So I'm going to start out very good, Christian. I'm going to start out very, very basic, right? So when we do the 2-5-1 for the beginner level, I'm going to say, just like I just played, I'm going to play, make sure I get my guitar in here so you guys can see. I'm going to play the 2, which is the D minor 7 chord, right? And then I'm going to play the 5, which is a G dominant chord, and then the 1. See that? So 2, 5, and 1. Now that's pretty basic, okay? So remember that you're going to go 2, which is the D minor, the 5 is a G dominant chord, and then the 1 is a C major chord, okay? Good, good, good. I see everybody saying they got it, they got it. Okay, so now there are different variations that we can use when we talk about the 2-5-1. We can substitute chords. We can make the 2 different. We can make the 5 different. We can make the 1, all kinds of ways, okay? But I wanted to make sure that we had this first. And the 1. That's a triad there. 1, 3, and 5. Okay? So what's another way? You guys can write in a comment if you want to tell me a different way to try it. But I have several different ways that I'm going to go about playing it, okay? So, 2, 5, 1. 2, 5, 1. Okay? Hang on one second. Do this real quick. I hear some noise. Make sure my volume is good. Okay? You guys can hear me okay, right? Yes? Thumbs up? Yes? Good? Okay. Now, what is another way that I can play this 2-5-1? Give me another example. Let's try, good, good. Thanks, Kelly. Let's try a 2-5-1 using a different 5. Thank you, Mr. Red. Good to see everybody, Mr. Brown. Let's try a different way of changing Amityville. Oh my goodness, there we go. A different way of trying that 5 instead of playing just a straight dominant chord. Oh, okay, C major 7. Let's try that one first. Someone said play the C major 7, so we'll go to the 2, which is the D minor 7, G dominant, and then that's that major 7. That's the major 7 that they was asking for. Trini. See that? 2, 5, and then the major 7. Okay, good. Elisa, good to see you. Good to see everybody. So that's that 2, 5, and then the major 7, C major 7. Okay, what's another way? Let's do a C, excuse me, a D minor 7. Let's do a G7 raised 5. Okay, and then the 1. Okay, so again, what I did was I played the dominant chord and I raised the 5th and then went to the 1. We're going to keep that major 7 for Trini, okay? So 2, the D minor 7, the G7 raised 5, which is an aux 7 chord, a G aux 7. Okay, and then the 1, which is the major 7, C major 7. Here we go. got that? Everyone have that? Everyone have that? Everyone have it? Do you have it right there? Yeah, I'm pointing at Instagram. I know Facebook folks have it. 2, 5, and 1. So far we changed the 1 and the 5. Now let's change the 7, the 2, right? So let's do a D9 chord. Let's just use a D9 chord. So we got, right? That's that 2, the G7 raised 5, and then the 1. See that? So we have the D9, right? Then we have the 7 raised 5, and then the major 7. Okay? Got it? Everybody have it? That D9, G7 raised 5, and then the 1, which is the major 7. So far we turned this to, then we went, okay, then we went, right, and so just that quick, we have changed the 2-5-1, and we really didn't even move that far off of the fretboard. We're not even going down here anywhere. We just staying right tight, right? Or okay. Someone says on Instagram, you used the 13. Let's try the 13. Someone says, let's try the 13 for the G, a G13. So what does that sound like? That we'll use the D9. There we go. That's that 13, that G13. And then major 7. Thank you. Great. That says, I think it says Cam Production. Is that same as the 13? No, it's I played it like that, but I didn't. It is kind of a 13, but it's an aux 7, it's a G7, sharp 5, and then see, then we going too fast. I don't want to go there that fast. I don't want to lose our people who are maybe not there yet. But great question. That's the 13. Okay. So we changed the 2, we changed the 5, and we changed the 1. Okay. Let's do a D minor 9, a D minor 9, a G7, and we'll use the major 7, the C major 7, okay? So I said D minor 9, right? That's the D minor 9. I'm gonna change the 7 to this G7, invert it, and then back to the 1. What if I wanted to make that 1 stand out a little bit more? Like I said, we're going to go from very basic until we move into more advanced stuff. And the good thing about this is we're live, so you can go back and watch it and rewind it and all that good stuff and fuss at me about how come I didn't slow it down. And I read all your posts. For real, I read everybody's messages, but I just wanted to share this so you can have a little bit more stuff for your toolbox when you go to play these turnarounds. Okay, so I want to move out of that C major 7, because when I did the D9 and then I raised that inverted 7 chord, that G7, I want to go higher. Let's go up to the 1, but we can use the second inversion of the C major chord. So the first inversion. So because we're starting on the 3. Stay in frame. There we go. So we have, that's the D minor 9, then the G7, and then, see how that went? Because it's almost like we're going up the mountain. Because when we did this, we went up, and then we went down. But I want to go up. I want to make that sound go up. So I want to go minor 9, D minor 9. Then I'm going to play a G7, and then I'm going to play that one up there, okay? Because we're moving, the sound is going up. We're going a little bit higher, okay? Good to see you. Okay, we have a question or a comment. What's up, OG? Alabama question. How do you know when you're too busy? Oh, that's a great question. But right now, you like the last one, Angie. I see it. Right now, let's stay on this right quick, and maybe at the end I'll have time to answer those kind of questions, okay? Pat, what's happening? What's happening? So now we have the minor 9. Right? We have the D minor 9. We have the G7 inverted. And then we have the 1. Right? Because we wanted to go up. Now, if I wanted to take that, if I wanted to take that 251 and make it a little bit more jazzy, I would add the 13 that someone was mentioning a minute ago. So I could take and go like, right? And what's good about that, that's what they call pedal tones, because one thing that stayed constant is that E. If you notice that, so that, right? There it is, see it? Again. Now, if we wanted to add some passing things or passing tone or passing movement, we can play that same 251, especially if we want to make the bass player mad. We can play that. We can play that D minor 9, and then go from the A chromatically down. See that? And then back to the C major 7. So again, here we go. We have that D minor 9. Then we walk with the bass, A, G sharp, G. Okay, so here we go. See that? Again. And then to the C major 7. Because we played that F13. Okay. And then went to the C major 7. But I didn't play that G because I wanted that one note, that E, to keep ringing out when I played that. See that? What if I wanted to turn it around? Okay, we're going to add a little bit more. What if I really wanted just to turn that 251 around and come back to it? I could use a same chord as this one, but in the a 7 raised 5. See that? And then 1. See that? That's what I'm saying. There's so much we can do with the 2-5-1, it is so crazy, and we're not even scratching the surface when it comes to 2-5-1. Not even touching, not remotely touching the surface with this, because we just maybe did 4. So here's again that D9, then walking to the G, to the 5, playing that 13, and then the major 7. Then we'll play a A7 sharp 5 and resolve it to a dominant, to an A, you see? Yep. Yep. So let's mix it up a little bit. Let's take what we did, some of what we did, and use that. So let's start out with the D minor 9, walking to the 13, G13, right? And then the 1, and then we'll play the turnaround, right? Then play the D9, right? G7, and then the 1. Okay? So this is what it sounds like. Just that quick. Just that quick. We have turned it around and played maybe 2 different ways that we approach the 2-5-1. Now, I want to play a more advanced chord for, it may sound more advanced, but it's not a hard chord to play. Let's use for the 1, let's use a 6-9. Let's use a 6-9 chord, okay? Okay, for the 1, that's what we're going to use. Let's do it using a D9, the 13, the G13, and then a C6-9, okay? So we can play the 2, right? Right. See that? So all we're doing is playing a bar chord. I'm playing a bar chord across the 2nd fret, and then on the 3rd fret, I'm using the B and the E string to bar across those, playing that 6-9 chord. I'm moving it up and down. So, or we could play a C9 chord, a C9, C major 9, I should say. So let's use that C major 9 and see how that works, okay? With the minor 9, 13, and C9, a C major 9. Here we go again. What do you think? What do you think? We went from basic to, right? Then we went, then we played, right. You guys catching this? 2-5-1. 2-5-1. Now I like minor 9s a lot. I like minor 7 flat 5s a lot. I like diminished chords a lot. So what if I wanted to use a minor 7 flat 5? Let's say a F sharp minor 7 flat 5 for my 2, and I'll use that G7 raised 5 for the 5, and then the 6-9 for the 1. Okay, let's do that. All right, we're going to use the minor 7 flat 5, right? Then we use the G7 raised, and then the 6-9. So now we have, right? 2-5-1. Another 2-5-1. Another 2-5-1. So now we're using the F sharp minor 7 flat 5, right? Now let's use the minor 7 flat 5, the inverted dominant chord, G7, and then the 6-9. So now what does it sound like? So we have the F sharp minor 7 flat 5, half diminished, the G7. Oh my goodness. So, look, this is what we have. I love it. All right. Let me look at some of these comments. I know you guys are fussing me out. Let me see. All right. Oh. Corey, what's up? Good to see you, man. Mitch, see you. Good to see you. Maurice, good to see you. So, Corey, bad man on guitar. All you guys are bad. So, using that 2-5-1, playing the F sharp minor 7 flat 5, right? PJ, you are funny. So the 2-5-1. I'm using the F sharp minor 7 flat 5. Somebody said, well, why does that work and how does it work? Go to my free mini course. I explain exactly how these chords are related. But for right now, just know that it works, okay? So we're using the F sharp minor 7 flat 5. We're using the G7, then the 6-9. And then we're turning it around with that the A7 sharp 5. Yeah, and then I'm resolving going, right? Right. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and turn that around, okay? Let's turn that progression around. So we use this, right? Instead of doing that, what if I played, what's up, Mitch? Good to see you. What if I played that minor 7, F sharp minor 7 flat 5, G7, right? And use that 6-9, and then play the dominant chord from the C position. See that? Or what's so great about that F sharp minor 7 flat 5? I can play the F sharp minor 7 flat 5. I can play the F minor 7 flat 5, and then the 1. Well, how are you going to do that? And how is that going to make that 2-5-1 work? Check this out. So if I play the F sharp minor 7 flat 5, right? Then play the F minor 7 flat 5. There it is. So how does that work? Because some of the same notes in that dominant chord that are in that minor 7 flat 5. See? Instead of having just that G, I have a G sharp, but some of the same notes, they're related. So we have I hear you, PJ. I hear you. I hear you. But yeah, so using those chords, there's another way that I like to play the 2-5-1. And I play something like here, minor 7 flat 5, playing the F sharp at minor 7 flat 5, right? Then I'll play the C7, right? Then I go to the 3, and then I go to the 6, and then I can play that minor 7 flat 5 over for the 2. What's up, Skip? Then half step, right? So what does this sound like? Uh-oh, what happened there? What happened there? I used a simple chord. What's up, Rodney? Good to see you, man. So all I'm playing is I'm playing a triad. I'm playing a G triad, and then I added the A, which is the 5 of that. See that? See that? That turnaround. Oh, yeah, the light bulb moment. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good, good. You guys on Instagram, you guys are good over there? You catching this stuff? I'm going to be on for a couple of more minutes. I'm going to share some stuff, a couple of more things. So if you guys notice, I like the minor 7 flat 5 chord, but I also like the minor 9 chords. I love minor 9. Just like I played that D minor 9, right? So if I played that D minor 9 and I wanted to play it, see that? I like to go up and play it there. So I can play, something like, see that? 2, 5, 1. Turn around. Or another chord, another same shape as this. You know what I call that? I call it my Luther Vandross chord. Oh, don't tell nobody I played that. Okay, here we go. We back at it. 2, 5, 1. And that's a major 7. Major 9. Major 7, that 4 my 5, 1 right here, going to the 5, 1. What's up, Fitz? Good to see you, man. Let me scroll because I see people popping on. I don't make sure I miss anybody. So you guys have any questions so far? Ask me your questions. Instagram, Facebook. Ask me your questions. What can I help you with? So far we went from very basic to more intermediate to more advanced stuff. So I wanted to make sure that I put something out for everyone. So all you guys will be able to catch something and use it. You too, Rodney. Oh, somebody said, okay, what can I use for diminished? Okay. Why don't we use for the 6 that turn around? I can use that G diminished 7 chord. So let's do that. Great question. No, Jordan Chase, you will not hear that. But anyway, so let's do the 2-5-1. Let's use that D minor 9, G13, and then the major 7. And I want to do the turnaround. Instead of playing a dominant chord or with a raised 5th, let's use a G diminished. Diminished 7, right? See that? That's using that diminished. See that? And we use that diminished. Someone on Instagram asked, could we use a diminished chord? So, let's see, yeah, we can use it going to the 2, right? So last one I'm going to do. I'm going to do the 2-5-1, and I'm going to use a D9, and let's see if I do that. D9, D minor 9, and then back to the 1. Okay. Right? It's so many. Yeah, the 13 for the 2. Even the 13 for the 2, which is the D13. Minor 7 flat 5. What is that? That's a B minor 7 flat 5. That's it, right there. Well, see, that's what I wanted to use it, like if I was playing a song and it had this kind of movement. My students all the time, when you learn these things, learn to put them in a sentence, be able to use them in a sentence. Okay. All right, I need to go back here. There was a gentleman that asked me a question, and I want to make sure that I touched on that. He said, what's up, OG? Tuscaloosa, Alabama here. Just one question. How do you know when you're too busy? If you think you're too busy, pull back. If you think that you're too busy, just pull back. Just pull back. That's all you do. Just pull back. If the music is too busy, just pull back. Just pull back. If we're playing too many notes for that 2-5-1. If we're playing too many notes, let's pull it back. Hey, Doug. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. 2 questions. um, you can't. Another thing is when you're playing with other musicians, you can't control what they do. If you're not the MD, the best thing to do is pull back. And both of them answer that one answer covers both questions. Somebody else is going for it, let them go for it. More than likely, that the music director will say something like, "Hey, listen, that's too much. Pull back. You pull back. Be the bigger one. Be mature in your playing, because we're not trying to impress anyone. We're playing to accompany singers and praise teams and band and all that stuff. Unless it's out front, and then when they call you to do your thing, you do your thing. Just pull back. Just pull back. Less is more. Less is more." Hey, Kev, Instagram. Joe Holloway, good to see you. Soundboy, bass. So everybody on Instagram, everybody on Facebook, everybody on YouTube. Man, I really appreciate you guys hanging out. Been on here for a little bit. For those who are just catching this on the rewind, on the delayed broadcast, listen, thank you so much for viewing. I have a free mini course, KevinWilsonGuitar.com, that shares a lot of the stuff and breaks down the 2-5-1, how the chords are built, the major scale, and all of that great stuff we need to understand so we're able to play all over the fretboard. And listen, the 2-5-1, I have not even scratched the surface. There's so many more that I could address, but I just wanted to come on and give you guys a little bit of this where you can take it and use it in your playing. It's just good to see everybody on here. Hopefully I'll be doing this again here real soon. So stay close. And if you have not subscribed, and I really hate saying that, but if you don't mind, subscribe, because when I come on and I'm doing something, if I'm posting something, if I'm doing shorts or whatever, sharing information in the community, you'll be linked in. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. So when I come on or something comes up, you'll be notified. For my friends on Instagram and Facebook, come on over to the YouTube side. I like to do a lot of stuff on YouTube, and that way I'll be able to catch you guys as well, and you guys will be able to know when I'm on, okay? Again, happy Thursday. Today is Thursday the 13th. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. And please, 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 go to the, you can get to the mini course by going to KevinWilsonGuitar.com. KevinWilsonGuitar.com. KevinWilsonGuitar.com, and you'll be able to get on there. But yeah, so you do that, and stay close. You know, got a lot of stuff coming, and I want to make sure that you guys are informed, okay? Have a great day. Happy Thursday. Appreciate you guys. Really do. Take care. Time to get out of here. If I can get out, gotta get out. There we go. Finish.